When I used to tell people what I did, I used to dodge saying I was a magician. Because really, what woman wants to say, "Hey mom, I'm dating a magician." Uh, Now she can say, "Hey mom, I'm dating a magician and a puzzler." I do remember my first experience watching a magician, and it would forever change my life. And a magician at a pumpkin patch took a little red sponge ball and placed it in my hand, and when I opened it, I now had two balls. But that's not what really changed everything. It was that he did the same trick to my father. And when he fooled my father, the all-knowing biochemist, I knew that I had to be a magician. I'm intrigued by magic because I like being on the other side of the curtain. I like knowing how things work. I like taking these tools and taking the puzzle pieces and putting them together in a new way in order to challenge people and fool people and entertain people. Magic and puzzles have been a lifelong hobby, but the practical job that I held up until quite recently was working for a movie studio. And I took that experience of storytelling and I have found myself as Hollywood's magic consultant. 2013 just so happens to be a big year for movies about magic. And I'm proud to have worked on The Incredible Burt Wonderstone and Now You See Me, for which I was the head consultant, which involves magicians robbing banks. There's also a film that is currently entitled Nightingale, which has Jeremy Renner playing a magician from the turn of the century, white tie and tails, a classic presentation, and it was very exciting to work with him. A good magic trick is a good story, and all illusion is storytelling. And when I try to construct a trick, I'm thinking, what characters can I introduce? Are they playing cards? Are they jacks and kings and queens? Are they Scrabble tiles? And what journey can these characters go on? And I find it most effective when there's a twist at the end, like any good story, a surprise ending. The light bulb that turned on for me about 5 years ago was I should fold into magic something that I'm already an expert in. So I found a way to synthesize my expertise in puzzles, and it started with crosswords. And I've been writing crosswords for the New York Times for about 10 years. A lifetime solver, but a constructor for the last decade. And with this database of knowledge of short 3- and 4-letter words that I could draw from, I was able to start hiding secret messages, and it seemed a perfectly ripe area to grow a magic trick out of. My crossword puzzle magic trick has become my signature effect. It's my calling card. And essentially, at some point in the show, somebody chooses a playing card. And I have to keep that in mind as I go about constructing a crossword puzzle in real time. I ask the audience for words. They throw up a few long answers, which I call theme answers. We fill in the rest of the grid with other small words. I'm asking for letters. People are yelling names up to me, days of the week, their favorite plant, and I try to fill it around the playing card that I've been keeping in the back of my mind the whole time. My Scrabble trick involves asking for a dollar bill from the audience. Often I do that earlier in the show, and just to have a little fun with it, I might make it disappear and reappear in an unusual place, like inside a piece of fruit. And my goal, actually, at that moment, I think this is the most effective form of storytelling, is to let people think that trick is done. And the dollar bill is set aside for it has already done something astonishing. It's come out of an unlikely place. I then ask the audience to select for me a certain number of Scrabble tiles, maybe 60 or 70, and with a timer running, and with those tiles, I endeavor to make 3 8-letter words, or bingos. Once I've made those 3-letter words, I convert them to numbers, because every Scrabble tile has a value. The Q is 10, for example. The V is 4. And I take these words, I stack them up, I add them vertically, and they make a new 8-digit number. The big reveal is that 8-digit number is the same serial number that was on the dollar bill picked 20 minutes prior. Do I give away my secrets? The answer is mostly no. But I do think there's some value to educating audiences on the principles of illusion. And I do like giving people just a taste as to how things work. I think that people will come to appreciate magic more if they realize that it is truly an art form that takes thousands of hours of practice and meticulous preparation and sometimes mind-numbing memorization. I have a brand new effect. I'm so excited to debut it, and my goal is to fool some of the savviest people out there. So I thought, why not get some of the stars of YouTube to sit at a table with me and challenge them and see if they could decipher the code that I was secretly putting in front of them. We are going to have a little fun with the cards tonight. Ricky, I'm sure you've done this before.
Pick the card.
Yes, I will have you
Yes.
choose one of any 52 cards you like. Take one out, go ahead, take one out. Don't let me see it. Memorize it, take a look at it, show it to Reggie, I'm gonna look away.
Roger.
Yeah, put it down on the table face down so I can't see it.
Okay.
And I would say your card is the Jack of Spades.
No, it is not.
Not even close.
Did we just
No,
ruin the trick?
it's not.
Well, I'm not a mind reader. I don't
Okay.
really know why I did that.